Cowboys made some interesting moves today. Don't get comfortable. That 53 ain't gonna stay the same. Good people. It's your boy Mr. Rome. Cowboys fan talk. Right back. Like I never left. What's up with y'all, man? Finalized the 53 today. And by this time, I'm 100% positive if you a CFT fan, a Cowboys fan, you know who's a part of the 53-man roster. You don't need me to run the names down. You don't. I put them in the thumbnail, but you don't need me to run them down. You know the deal. I want to talk about some of the moves that was made, like waves. I want to talk about who's probably coming back and things like that. You know, first and foremost, there's one quarterback on the roster right now. Y'all know they ain't staying the same. Like come on. So they cut Will Grier and Cooper Rush. And when it happened, I was like, first they cut Will Grier. And I said, well, Rush season. Then they cut Rush. And I said, well, now I'm confused. Now I know some of this is bookkeeping and stuff like that. And they might just bring Rush back and this ain't no big deal. But it did give me a little bit of hope. I said, well, maybe it's Grier season still. Maybe just slightly. We're going to have to see. But I was a little mad for a second. It's all cool. Then we went to running backs. They cut Malik Davis and dropped a solo tier because I really like Malik Davis, man. And I don't have no hate for Rico Dowdle. I just wish we could carry 4 backs. You know, all this running that Jerry Jones saying we're going to be doing, why wouldn't you carry 4 backs? You know what I'm saying? But y'all know, Jerry lately, man, it's hard to take anything he says seriously. It really is confusing. So take whatever he says with a grain of salt. But Malik Davis got cut. Then we went to receiver. And we kept everybody. CeeDee Lamb, Michael Gallup, James Washington, Simi Fehoko, Turpin, Dennis Houston. I'm forgetting somebody else. I think that might be it. This is why I probably should read off the list. But we kept a little bit more receivers than I thought. I think it's some bookkeeping going on with that. They might move a receiver or not. I don't think they're going to bring no one else in, is my point. I don't. I feel like the James Washington injury, and maybe we can get into this further, he went down around the top of August. That's a 6 to 10 week injury. Him not being moved to IR to miss the first 4 games right now is telling. I want to see if that changes within the next day or so. A lot of changes are going to happen. So I want to see what happens with that. And them not putting, they pretty much, Jerry Jones came out there today and said Michael Gallup would play if this was a Super Bowl. Now, he might look like how Waddle looked in the championship game when he was injured. I don't think he would be right. I think that would be rushing it a little bit too crazy. But I'm happy about Jerry's optimism because you know I'm optimistic and I want to see Gallup out there as soon as possible, but I want him to be right. Don't rush him out there and he look terrible. You know? So if he just ain't right, then wait. If he is right, we lit. Let's go. But we're going to have to see. So with that being said, y'all know the offensive line is still kind of frustrating. We get conflicting reports. We're going to stick with our guys. Then we get from different real reporters, like authentic reporters, not the people on YouTube that be saying stuff. But real reporters like Michael Gelkin and John Machota basically saying there will be someone else signed. So then you start paying attention to who got cut. You got Alex Leatherwood. You got, I really don't want to butcher his name, the tackle from the Jets that we were looking into. Another offensive lineman from San Francisco. I forgot the name was Poe. I know I should know an offensive. I don't want to get attached to none of these people. Not Leatherwood, not nobody. Until some real traction happens. You know what I'm saying? All I know is this for a fact. Tyler Smith is going to be the starter. I said that yesterday. What we're looking right now is a legitimate swing tackle because Josh Ball ain't it. As optimistic as I am, I can't spin that. Josh Ball is tridded-dash, bun-diddles, should have been cut. I don't know how he's still on this team and some other people got cut, but it is what it is. Because I'd have cut him. I can be a better tackle than Josh. Josh Ball is trash. And the Cowboys just won't give up on him because they drafted him. And that's just how they do. But the offensive line, man, legitimate people. I was sad they cut Collins. I felt like he was going to be a good backup tackle. Maybe he'll come back. I don't know. Like some of the stuff I said is bookkeeping. I don't think every single receiver. I don't think we're going to carry 8 receivers. You know what I'm saying? Malik Turner hit the streets today. Cut Dennis Houston. Bring him back. Bring Malik Turner back today. He's better than Houston. He probably better than Simi. Simi has better attributes, but Malik Turner is solid. Bring him back. Let him be our last solid receiver. But we're going to see. We're going to see. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot. Actually, it's like 9, 10 Cowboys that hit the street today. Ex-Cowboys, I mean. And it makes you feel vindicated on why they got rid of them. It's also kind of sad because these are people we used to look to as like definitive players on our team, and they ain't good enough to make a roster. So what does that say? Move the defense, and that's going to be the strength of this team this year. It's not a question. You got a great defensive line. Everybody we thought would make the team made the team. I'm happy that Basham made it. Y'all know Dante Fowler and D-Law and everybody like that. Dorrance Armstrong. I think they're gonna try and make Dorrance Armstrong start. And as we get closer to the Tampa game, I'm not excited about that. I don't care if y'all signed him. Stop trying to force him upon me. I need a short leash on Dorrance Armstrong. He better either dominate or he need to sit down. Because it's better. Dante Fowler and Sam Williams are better than him today. I don't understand why they're trying to force this because they signed a contract, and it's gonna piss me off. Linebackers, we kept Harper on the team. I'm happy he didn't get cut. Gifford is hanging on by a special teams thread. But there's some other people that got cut, like Goodwin. He'll be back on his team. The kicker, the long snapper, and everybody, they'll be back on this team. Like they're doing things so certain people can't get claimed. I'm telling you right now. All these people, Nashawn Wright and stuff like that, some of these people are going to end up on the practice squad. Trust me. But right now, they wanted to do things the way they did to keep the team intact. But I'm really loving our defense. I'm loving our safety room depth. Our division rival made a little trade today. Yo, let me say this real quick. Let me take a little break from talking about the roster. Yo, I talk spicy all day. That's what I do. I come at every fan base. It just so happens that the Eagles talk the most. So I talk trash about them the most. I don't bite my tongue. I don't pull no punches. And I usually go to battle alone. It's a lot of people that jump in these Twitter beefs with me. But I don't need, I'll just be out there doing my thing. But don't come at me sideways. And then when I get real spicy, you get mad and delete all your tweets. You know what I'm saying? If you're going to talk trash, we're going to talk it. It is what it is. Don't get in your feelings. Because you want to DM everybody and get mad because I called you out on it. And then delete all your tweets. But anyway, follow me on Twitter, Cowboys_fan talk. I'm just saying, I talk spicy with the best of them. I know the same jokes that's going to come back. How many playoff wins? I don't care about that stuff. Don't move me. You got to find another soft Cowboys fan. It don't move me. I said earlier, since I've been doing content since 2020, I jumped in the game in June 2020. Made my first video, I think, in July. We are 3-1 versus the Eagles. Since I've been in the game, we've been dominating y'all. You want to talk about stuff before then? I wasn't there to defend it. I ain't a time traveler, my G. But since I turned on the camera, we've been dominating the Eagles. You want to change that? Take your little all-star team and all your little players you got together and do something about it. Stop talking to me. Because the facts are, since 2020, we've been dominating y'all. Now, you want to change the subject and talk about something before 2020, that's because you mad at the facts I just laid out in front of you. But anyway, back to the roster. I think that the Cowboys are not done. I feel like we're not going to make any splashy moves because Stephen Jones don't do that. I'm hip now. Not even going to lie to myself. But I do hope we make some solid depth moves. I said yesterday, I feel like Tyler Smith can work. He's dealing with apparently with a high ankle sprain. I hope Jerry Jones, in this one time, he has no idea what he's talking about because those don't heal quickly. So please let Tyler Smith's ankle not be a high ankle sprain because that's horrible. Not only has he not played tackle all camp, he has a high ankle sprain. That's a bad idea. But I hope we bring in some legitimate offensive line depth. I think we're good at guard, but more tackle depth because we need it. We cut tackles. It's crazy. We need it. And that's pretty much it. That's the main thing I'm worried about. Just bringing some offensive tackle depth. The rest of the team, and bring me in my, backup quarterback and things like that. But the rest of the team, man, I'm pretty happy about. Unlike the Eagles, I'm not talking about trades every day. I need a running back. I need a safety. I need this. I need that. I hope my defensive coordinator call play. I ain't got to worry about that. I'm pretty happy with the whole team. My offensive tackle tore his hamstring off the bone. I would like to get a legitimate tackle in here. It's not going to be Tyron Smith. We got to just deal with that. But at least somebody that knows how to play tackle that got to do it during camp. That's all I asked for. I don't think that's a lot. And maybe some depth at tackle. Everywhere else, though, I'm ready to roll. Let's rock. You know what I'm saying? I think we're going to be fine in the receiving core. But that's just me. But it's your boy, Mr. Rome, man. Y'all let me know how y'all feel about the 53. Anything I missed. And look, man, stop getting in your feelings. Because I'm going to keep talking spicy. Peace.